It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Texans and the Cards, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the... is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in the defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, the offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The quick feet by Jackson. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Alexander. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Alexander, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Alexander. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That's complete to McBride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the fumble recovery, Alexander got his man complete over the middle. That's Daniels. Looking to throw on second down. Alexander to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Back to throw. Alexander. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of them.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Houston set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Alexander. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Alexander. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And really, they're pretty fortunate right now to only be down 3-0 following 2 turnovers. They've got it now 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They run with Sanders off the option. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that lane.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Jackson. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And another juke. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Alexander. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The quick, and he coughed it up, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run the option left side. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First down, Murray. That is caught at the 7. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Alexander. And a little floater there is incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Alexander. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And pass complete to Moore. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Murray to air it out again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 2nd and 9. Murray. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Murray now on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Daniels, even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. On third down, Alexander. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run on first, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bryant. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. our score after one. Texans football to start quarter two. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. Alexander. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Alexander. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, Alexander. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leap the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, Gibson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Murray. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Takes it at the 7, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On 3rd down, Alexander. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Murray now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone call.
And he's going to go down again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sanders has it over the middle.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Murray. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now Murray again. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. On 3rd and 2, Richardson. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team.
It's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball